Limerick 3-32, Cork 2-31. Limerick stared defeat in the face at Croke Park on Sunday before producing an extraordinary recovery and storming to victory in extra time against a tiring Cork side, who once again experienced the torment of losing an All-Ireland semi-final as Munster champions, for the third time in 5 years. In the 62nd minute of this riveting contest, Limerick trailed by 5 and a ruck in front of the Cork goal ended with the siege being lifted, a quick clearance to Darragh Fitz. The last person a defending team wants to see in space, and he duly outpaced everyone down the right to sweep over a point that put Cork 1-26 to 1-20 ahead. A 2-goal lead heading into the last 10 minutes appeared to draw the curtains on the occasion and book Cork's place in this year's final. For Limerick to recover, they would surely need goals, and that didn't look likely, given how effectively the Red Horde was coping at the back. But Limerick got into a mood. Just as in the quarter-final against Kilkenny after Richie Hogan's goal, they calmed down, pulse rate lowered, and went to work. 2 points in a minute from Aaron Gillen's free and the very influential Kyle Hayes, who played a key role in linking defence and attack, and the gap was closing. More frees from Gillen followed by Patrick Horgan hitting the post for Cork, and the momentum was unstoppable. A point behind going into injury time, and the Limerick support in a 71,073 crowd was making its presence felt, but it required a match-saving intervention by Nicky Quaid which denied Seamus Harnedy to maintain the challenge. They rounded off a 7-point turnaround with further points from Gillen and led 1-27 to 1-26. It was as much as Cork could do to bring it to extra time with a Horgan free. Again, like the quarterfinal, it was the Limerick bench that won it. Frequently replacements can bring energy and renewed focus, but this impact was far more easily calculated. 2-6 of the winning total. The goals came in the second period of extra time, courtesy of Shane Dowling's brilliantly hit penalty, after he himself had been tumbled by Mark Ellis, and Pat Ryan's artful shot, lobbed over Anthony Nash. Cork will agonise over how they lost the initiative. There was bad luck involved, as captain Seamus Harnedy sustained a leg injury in the first half and never fully recovered, although it required a terrific save from Quaid to stop him getting a dramatic winning goal. Daniel Carney, outstanding for most of his time on the field, was another to make an enforced departure, as did Fitzgibbon in extra time. But there is a relentlessness about Limerick, a refusal to accept that the game is up, and ultimately when they imposed themselves on the match, Cork struggled. The final score could have been worse for them. Conor Lehane grabbed a goal with more or less the last play in extra time and had what would have been a useful 2-point lead at halftime was blown apart when just before interval, Seamus Flanagan fed Cian Lynch, who ghosted in on goal and showed how to finish, straightening his run and crashing the ball into the net for a 1-12-0-14 lead. Cork had looked the slicker team in the first half, livelier and more alert, forcing Limerick into turning over possession, but their shooting was wayward and they ended the half with 10 wides. Conditions at the Hill goal were difficult though, a treacherous wind complicating the shooter's task. It led to quite a few Hawkeye referrals, most of which were confirmed as wides. Limerick threatened. Corner forwards Gillen and Graham Mulcahy shared 0-10 from play between them over the 90 minutes, and the latter, along with Gearoyd Hegarty, was at the forefront of the challenge in the opening 35 minutes. The Munster champions began the second half purposefully, continued to look sharper, and regained the lead. The main development for them was the springing to life of Lehane, whose first half had been in keeping with what had been a quiet season. In 19 minutes from the 38th, he scored 1-3. The goal was a quality finish, as he came in from the right side of the goal and it suddenly opened daylight between the teams, at 1-23 to 1-18. It looked like the end. Limerick, however, were only starting. There was a minute's applause before the throw-in in memory of Achille Boothman, who played for Dublin in the 1961 All-Ireland, the last time the county made it to the final when they were considered unlucky to lose to Tipperary by a point, 1-12 to 0-16. Limerick 1. Nicky Quaid 2, Sean Finn 3. Mike Casey, 4. Richie English, 5. Thierwood Burns, 0-1, 6. Declan Hannon, capped, 7. Dan Morrissey, 8. Darragh O'Donovan, 0-1, 9. Cian Lynch, 1-1, 10. Gearoyd Hegarty, 0-3, 11. Kyle Hayes, 0-1, 12. Tom Morrissey, 0-1, 13. Aaron Gillen, 0-13, 7. Freeze, 14. Seamus Flanagan, 0-1, 15. Graham Mulcahy, 0-4, subs, 17. Peter Casey for Team Morrissey, 51 minutes, 19. Shane Dowling, 1-4, goal penalty, 1 free for Flanagan, 57 minutes, 26. Pat Ryan, 1-0 for Mulcahy, 63 minutes, 24. Will O'Donoghue for O'Donovan, 71 minutes, 21. Seamus Hickey for Burns, 76 minutes, 23. Barry Nash, 0-1 for Gillen, 85 minutes, 25. David Reedy, 0-1 for Hannon, 88 minutes, Cork 1. Anthony Nash, 2. Sean O'Donoghue, 3. Damien Cathalane, 4. Colm Spillane, 5. Christopher Joyce, 0-1, 6. Owen Cadogan, 7. Mark Coleman, 0-2, 1 line ball, 8. Bill Cooper, 9. Darragh Fitz, 0-4, 10. Daniel Carney, 0-3, 14. Seamus Harnedy, 0-2, 11. Conor Lehane, 2-3, 13. Shane Kingston, 0-3, 15. Patrick Horgan, 0-11, 10. Freeze, 12. Luke Mead, 0-1, subs, 22. Robbie O'Flynn, 0-1 for Kingston, 55 minutes, 18. Mark Ellis for Carney, 60 minutes, 19. Tim O'Mahony for Mead, 65 minutes, 24. Michael Cathalane for Cadogan, 71 minutes, 10. Carney for M. Cathalane, start of extra time, 24. M. Cathalane for Harnedy, 77 minutes, 13. Kingston for Fitzgibbon, 78 minutes, 23. Jack O'Connor, 0-1 for Cadogan, 84 minutes. Referee, Paudo Dwyer, Carlo. Stats, Limerick first half 1-12, second half 0-15, extra time 2-5, wides 15 from play 2-24, freeze conceded 19, yellow cards 3, Finn 39 minutes, Lynch 46 minutes. Hayes, 82 minutes, red cards 0, Cork first half 0-14, second half 1-13, extra time 1-4, wides 17 from play 2-20, freeze conceded 16, yellow cards 4, O'Donoghue, 33 minutes, Cooper, 44 minutes, Joyce, 66 minutes, Ellis, 84 minutes, red cards 0, attendance, 71,073.